Hmm. So bodies, talking about beauty and bodies. So as I was looking at what conversation could we have today that would really open up some new spaces, bodies were showing up and kind of where we've actually locked magic in our bodies. So, how many of you, and maybe you know this, maybe you haven't acknowledged it, have actually locked magic or capacities into your body, into the cells of your body? And how many of you are ready, are willing, would like to start to unlock that? Start to open up that magic to the world again. Thanks, Cass. Purplicious. Ooh, I like that. It's like the gum. You could chew on it. Um, Leonie says these convos contribute a lot since last week. I gave up thinking. And a completely different space is showing up. Wow. That makes me really happy. Thank you for sharing that. Uh, wow, what a gift. So, part of what I'm just going to share a little story is what inspired this topic is that I was looking at something with my body yesterday. This is actually fresh off the presses of Cassie's Curious Universe. Um, I was there was something with my body that I haven't quite been able to change. It's changed a bit, but I'm like, there's something here. There's something here that I'm not quite aware of. I was just like, what is it? And so these are some of the these are what we call basic tools of access consciousness. And if any of you are joining and you're new to access consciousness, as if by magic, we use the tools of access consciousness throughout it, and we also use the clearing statement, which comes from access consciousness. I'm probably going to say it at some point. And if you want more information, you go to theclearingstatement.com, but I'm not going to go into too much. It's just a magical tool we use here at As If by Magic. In Cassie's Curious Universe, yeah. And so in my curiosity and looking at this thing with my body that I was asking to change, I was like, it's like it's locked in. And so, okay, thank you, Alicia, for posting that. You're such a gift. So one of some of the basic questions that we use in Access is, what is this? What do I do with it? Can I change it? And if so, how can I change it? So I started to look at that and I'm like, okay, so what is this? And I've asked that question before. I've asked it multiple times, and sometimes the awareness will come when it's time to come. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, what is this? What is this? And so this is how brilliant this question can be. So take something with your body. Maybe you have, I'm kind of look like I'm glitching out a little bit. Are you guys seeing me okay? Maybe let me know in the comments if the stream's coming through all right. So some of us have, like, let's say that you had an accident, like a car accident, and from that car accident, you developed maybe chronic back pain or shoulder pain or something, okay? And so when we ask questions with our body, so say that pain is really flared up one day, we go to a reference point and we go, oh, it's that injury again. So there's actually no question in that. Or even if I go, well, how do I change this injury? That is a question, but it's a question that has conclusion, decision, and computation trickled in without it. So if I have this shoulder pain and I go, what is this? The openness of that question is, I'm not even saying it's pain. I'm going, what is this? Oh, it's a little bit darker. Let me see. Let me see if I can get more light on me. I'll change my angle. So maybe that's a little bit better. Now I gotta fix my hair. Um, so what is this? So I had the shoulder intensity, shoulder pain, whatever's going on. What is this? And not even with a conclusion that it's pain. Not with a conclusion that it's me or mine. What is this? Okay. What do I do with it? Can I change it? And if so, how do I change it? So I was applying these questions, okay? And I can go more with those questions with bodies if you guys want. But so I was looking at this thing with my body and I was going, what is this? Not like the conclusion, oh, this is pain. What is this pain? I was actually going, what is this? Like as if I was dropped here on the planet like an alien, and I was like, what is this planet? Like as if I had no awareness, no reference point, no stability point to this at all. What is this? And I got locked. Huh. Locked in, locked something. Oh, is there something locked in here? Oh, okay, cool. What do I do with this? And then I got the sense, the energy of, if I choose, now is the time to unlock it. Whoa. And so as I asked about what I had locked into my body and what this was, and I allowed that curiosity to play in my questions and my wonderings about this thing with my body, I started to have all of this awareness about magic, like, and energies that I had locked into my body. And in my case, it was actually to protect, to hide, and to nurture this particular energy. Yeah, Leonie says that's the key, asking questions without judgments and conclusions. I know. I mean, first just start asking questions. And then once it's almost like if you start something, just start doing it. And then once you start to have a sense of it, you can look at, are there even greater ways that you can be asking questions without judgment, without conclusion, without points of view. Absolutely. So in acknowledging, so for me, I had to really acknowledge, and not for everyone. Some people be like, whoa, this is locked in. I'm going to unlock this. Boom, 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 boom. For me, I had to actually look at and acknowledge, for what reason was I choosing to lock this in my body? So for you guys, if this is like pinging you, if this is like, maybe you have some tingling going on, maybe you're starting to do some X-Men wiggles, maybe you have some energy, or maybe you actually like feel like you want to hide and get off this call, or this Facebook Live. This might be a yes for you. There might be a lightness in your world that you have some magic, some energy, some capacity, something that you've locked into your body. And you can ask, okay, is now the time? And maybe you just unlock it. For me, I just needed a little bit more information. So you could ask, if you're one of the people that would like a little bit more information, so for what reason have you and are you, because it's an active choice, have you and are you locking this in your body? So for all of you, all those capacities, those energies, those magics, for what reason? In the ankle, Jackie, yes. So for what reason have you, and are you still locking this in your body? And allow that awareness to come. For some of you, you might get pictures. You might actually get, like a memory or just this big awareness that, like, I mean, it's really hard to describe awareness. For some of you, it might just, the pain intensity might get bigger. And for some of you, you might get blank. And you can just keep asking and ask for the clarity. For what reason did you and are you locking this in your body? And so the reason, for what reason did you choose this might be different from what reason are you still choosing this? Because you might have come to the place where you're like, actually, I would like to not choose this anymore. So when I got clear on, whoa, so this is what I was choosing it for, and please acknowledge that locking something in is a choice. Empower yourself to know. Oh, hi, Suzette. Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, puck, bad, all nine shorts, boys, bands. I noticed some of you actually looking at this right now. You're tapping into these places and spaces. Suzette makes a joke. What? Ask a question. I am live. Hi. Welcome, Aiton. Welcome. Okay, cool. So for those of you that might be wondering what is going on, is that I'm having a little bit of a conversation with your body as we're here together, and you guys are having a conversation with me and my body, which is so cool as we converge. And I'm asking what invitation, what catalyst, what possibility could I be to contribute and be the contribution to unlocking anything that you'd like to unlock today, with your body or otherwise. Okay, awesome. So we're getting a sense of this, right? We're looking at these, whatever it is, hopefully your body is talking to you right now, if this applies to you. And you're getting a sense of unlocking. Is now the time. Okay, cool. So everything that you chose, everything you aligned and agreed with, and everything you resisted and reacted to, and anything that you allowed that creates this being locked into your body, would you be willing to destroy and create it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pock and pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. That was that clearing statement we talked about earlier. Maruna says, today's been a difficult day for my body and emotions. I wonder what choices do I have to change this? And you've been feeling way better since the Facebook Live. Well, I mean, are you also a futurist? And have you been aware of a new space of unlocking stuff from your body all day today? And so sometimes, so I'm going to talk the difference about emotions, and then when energies are coming up and you're releasing through crying. Okay. So get a sense, and I don't want to go too much into emotions here. That would probably be a whole nother Facebook Live about how we use emotions to actually use emotions to lock things in. We use emotions to bring them down, to bring our being to a to a judgeable solidity. Okay. Whole thing we could talk about emotions one day, but today is not the day. So is it emotions? Is it that you are emoting? Or is it actually like these energies unlocking from your body, and it shows up in like waves and movement and tears? Cool. So Marina, you can answer if you want to, but you don't have to. So look at that for you guys when you have that showing up. Because if you label it as emotion, then you might be creating something that you don't, maybe it won't be the greatest creation for you. And if you can acknowledge it for what it is, whoa, oh my goodness. So I have all this stuff coming up, and I have all of this releasing going on, and I have all of this motion of energy and change like pouring throughout me. What am I aware of? What's possible here? And would you be willing to allow yourself to go on that journey, that unlocking, whatever that looks like? I've had days where, and I've even reached out to, some facilitators that, and I've been like, all I want to do is cry today. And it's been, and the response is always like, well, would you just let yourself cry? And I'm like, no, but I have stuff to do. I can't just sit here and cry all day. And what a beautiful acknowledgement. What beautiful acknowledgement can you be for your body and your being, you as a being, as you unlock. So it was hard for you to breathe. Okay, cool. So how hard is it for you all to breathe from this reality? And all the things that we've locked into our body from this reality. And how hard is it for you to breathe as you lock your magic in, you lock it down. And would you be willing to expand out to that breath, that space where breathing actually assists your body in facilitating releasing? So what breath can you allow your body to have that would facilitate the release of everything that's been locked in and everything that you've locked out? Cool. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So Leonie says, my body was very tight around the chest area for many years since I quit smoking 8 months ago. It's changing. Yay. Recognize that a lot of fear is locked into my chest. We have a saying in Newfoundland. No, you're not from Newfoundland. You are from the Netherlands. Saying in the Netherlands that fear wraps itself around the heart. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Okay, cool. So everywhere you aligned and agreed or resisted and reacted to that saying, and any of you that have aligned and agreed or resisted and reacted to that saying from maybe some lifetimes where you spent time in the Netherlands, will you please, maybe my body had something, will you distrain and create all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So it's really cool to be aware of those little subtleties. So fear wraps itself around the heart. So there might be an awareness there. There might be awareness that when there's extreme fear going on, your heart usually, it can pound, your body will show you, it will have physical responses to fear, right? That's what it does. It's part of its way of having a conversation with you. But if you buy into fear wraps around the heart, okay? And one thing that we know about, as we talk more and more about, and we learn from Access Consciousness, is that often fear is excitement. So if you're really excited about something, but you're not quite sure that it's excitement and you think it's fear, then you will wrap that energy around your heart just because you've agreed to this little saying, fear wraps itself around the heart. So how much excitement have you wrapped around your heart and bought it as fear? Right and wrong, good and bad, Pokemon, all night shorts, boys and beyond. So then how much excitement did you lock into your body so that you wouldn't wrap it around your heart so you wouldn't destroy your body? Everything that is done so constantly we destroy and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, Pokemon, all night shorts, boys and beyonds. Woo! Woo! Please ask to be aware of the things that you align and agree with, and ask to be aware of the things that you have aligned and agreed with in the past that aren't actually congruent and aren't actually true for you. So Suzette says, I couldn't find the Dane Live universe. The Dane Live universe opened up for me to be here. Oh, is he doing it live right now? Oh, cool. Oh, this is generating what is required for you. Oh, that makes me so grateful. Thank you, Suzette, for being here. Leonie says, the more correct translation is fear strikes the heart. Oh, like lightning. Awesome. So everywhere your fear or your excitement has striked your heart, well, you just training. Creative, please. Right, wrong, get a bed, Pokemon, all night shorts, boys, mounts. And Leonie says, holy shit, that changes stuff. It's already changing stuff. So guys, look at this for you. So what magic have you locked into your body? So what capacities have you had? Maybe you were a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, you had capacities. Please acknowledge that how many of you know that you were too much at such a young age? Your capacities were too much, your awareness was too much, your magic was too much, your choice was too much for the people around you, that you were not controllable. So what did you lock into your body so that you could be controllable, or at least the people around you would stop being so afraid of you? Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pocket pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All right, so something's starting to come up here, and you might have noticed the energy just changed. It just went and got bigger, and that is an indication to me that you guys are willing to like let a little bit more go here. And that's exciting. So my body gets more animated. So what else are you willing to unlock? What is the time for that you're willing to unlock from your body that maybe it wasn't the time before? You don't have to go. So when you're looking at, oh, for what reason did I choose this? It is not to look for a place to judge yourself. I just want to make that clear. I know a lot of people use that tool that way. I know that I used to use that tool that way. And, so when you're looking at, oh, wow, so for what reason would I choose to lock this into my body? You might gain the awareness, and you might not even require to gain that awareness. You might just be like, you know what? I have a sense that I've locked a whole lot of magic in my body. I've locked in a whole lot of energies, a whole lot of possibilities. I've locked aspects of myself, of my being. And now is the time to unlock it. Now is the time to be that too muchness. Now is the time to be willing to intimidate, be willing to be seen. Now is the time. So what if now was the time? And are you willing? Unlock, unlock, unlock. And just start to ask for it. And you can start to ask for it now. You might start to get hits to do other things. Maybe it's like, oh my God, I need my bars run. Oh, wow, there's in Access Consciousness, we have these body processes that are so good. Maybe you have the sense of a body process that your body is so asking for that will contribute to this unlocking. Start here. Start here with a choice. So if you have a sense that you have things locked into your body that you're now ready, that you will, and not even willing, that you will choose to unlock, will you now choose to unlock it? Anything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good and bad, pock and pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So if you're wondering, wow, my hands are wiggling like a crazy person, this is part of how my body interacts with energy. And it's part of my body's contribution to changing, moving, engaging with energy. And it's also like a fun way that my body communicates that what it's aware of what's going on. Okay, There we go. So changing, changing, changing. So now from here, there might be more required, and there might not be. This, you might just, you know, have the change and go along on your day, or you might start to be aware of things that you weren't aware of before, things that you would like to be choosing, things that your body is asking you to choose. And again, like, we're just, there's so many different places to go with this, but for this particular live, we started it with magic locked into your body. And sometimes I have this like energetic perception of like every cell of my body, and to get to perceive every single cell and to ask the question of what energies, what magic, what capacities, what miracles do I have locked into these cells? What possibilities, what choice? And then ask to unlock it, to release it. And to have ease with it. Would you be willing to have ease with it? And would you be willing to choose all the things required to have that ease? So bars creates a lot of ease for bodies. Body processes create a lot of ease for bodies. If you don't know what the bars are and you don't know what body processes are, I highly recommend you look at some of these links we've posted, and you can get more information on that. Cool. Now, can we just expand out a little bit? Expand our beings out, 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 out in every direction. Up, down, left, right, front, and back. Wow. Would you be willing to, yeah. Okay, cool. So would you be willing to tap into the earth right now? Maybe some of you probably already were. And just ask to activate contribution with all of this. Cool. So we went pretty far for a Facebook Live, for an open Facebook Live. So yeah, I'm grateful for all of you that showed up, because it was your willingness to receive this that allowed me to kind of go here with you. So please be with this a little bit. Be with this question. Hear your body. Listen to those whispers. Ask it what contribution you can activate with it. What is it asking for? What does it require? Thanks, Jackie. And would you be willing to actually nurture your body and give it what it's asking for? So if you're making a demand to unlock some of the stuff that you may have had locked in for so long, then it might be a lot easier and kinder and gentler on your body if you're willing to choose the things that are popping. Maybe it's going for a walk with the earth today. Maybe it's hugging your favorite tree. Yeah. And just know, for some of you, maybe you're like, I don't even know what's going on. You can listen again. These stay up here, right? And something's already started. Even if you don't have a cognitive sense of it. And it will come. The awareness will come if you just keep asking questions. Suzette said, since foundation, so much change running the body process is quite a different body. Yes, absolutely. And Leonie says, grateful for you. Thank you for contributing so much to us. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. And that contribution goes both ways. So, so grateful. Okay, guys, have a beautiful day.